Hey guys, what's going on? This is your old pal CHH. This is going to be a really cool kind of unboxing look through with you guys. This is, well, let's just show you. The ultimate Second Sight Dawn of the Dead release. Look at this. I actually have some information about this that I can't solidify, but I got some information that I found very interesting about Dawn of the Dead. And I want to look at this. I want to give a huge shout out to a friend across the pond, Graham. Thank you for helping me make this possible. Obviously, if you're going to try to get this, somebody that's, overseas can, be able to physically get their hands on this a lot easier than somebody like us in the States if you're watching this in the States. And I've wanted this for a long time. It was the biggest regret I ever had. And more than likely, I think this is going to be the last great release of Dawn of the Dead on 4K. So let's take a look at this thing, man. I'm really excited. On the back, you've got your listings. We'll show a picture of that real quick, and we'll talk about it. Man, this thing has so much. The first disc is a theatrical cut, the 4K scan of the negative by Second Sights in Final Frame, New York. In London, supervised by the director of photography, presented in HDR10 Plus. On disc 2, we've got the extended Cons cut, which is great. Commentary by Richard Rubinstein, interesting. On disc 3, we got the Argento cut, which is my absolute favorite cut of the movie. 4K scan via interpositive by Michael De Angelis at Backlight Digital Rome. Disc 4 special features. I mean, just look at this. Tons of special features. And there's even new stuff. Look at this. New Dummies, an interview with Richard France. New The Lost Romero Dawn interview. Previously unreleased archive footage for 20 minutes. Super 8 Mall footage by Zombie Extra Ralph Langer with optional commentary by Ralph Langer and new commentary by Ralph Langer. Document of the Dead, the original cut. Document of the Dead, the definitive cut by Roy Frooms. It's a feature length. The Dead Will Walk 2014 documentary. Trailers, TV spots, and then of course we get the limited edition soundtracks. We get the Goblin soundtrack. This Goblin soundtrack is amazing. We get the other music on audio CD disc 2, outer box art featuring iconic artwork, 2 inner digipacks, 160-page hardback book with 17 new essays, articles from George, interviews, Dawn of the Dead, the novelization by George Romero, incredible. So guys, this is, I don't think you can beat this. So before we look at this, I want to say something. I was told some information about Richard Rubinstein that the rumors are true. He does want an exorbitant amount of money for this movie. Exorbitant. And I cannot say exactly how much Second Sight actually paid Richard to get the rights for this, but let's just say the number I was told basically made it seem like if this wasn't an absolute bona fide smash hit, absolute smash hit, it would have bankrupted Second Sight. That's how much money we're talking for them to get the license to this movie. So, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Think about that. So if you wonder why America can't really get it, he wants an exorbitant amount of money. Exorbitant amount of money. So, with that being said, guys, I think this may be it. Luckily, the standard version of Dawn of the Dead is available, so to be able to own the movie in 4K, that's possible. But this thing is beautiful. Here's the box with the front. You get the zombie up there, Dawn of the Dead. On the back, it says the classic tagline, "When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth." Let's pull this thing off. Look at that. Look at all this content. It's amazing. So the first thing we'll pull out is the novelization. Oh, guys, look at this. This novelization is actually really cool. And of course, it is a book about the movie. That is wicked cool. I like the artwork too. You got Ken Free right there up in the front by George Romero and Susanna Sparrow. Very, very cool. I wish they would have done something like this for Night of the Living Dead. A box set like this. This is gorgeous, guys. This is the Dissecting the Dead book. Get you guys an up-close and personal shot of that. I'm just really happy to own this. This was a bucket list item for me, and I'm very blessed to be able to talk to people who can help make this a reality. Blessed beyond words. In the book, in typical fashion in the book, they'll have pages of just really high-res images from the set. It's very, very cool. Yeah, look at all those zombie extras in the mall. Just remarkably cool, guys. I mean, just... It's going to be lovely to read this. I mean, really, truly lovely to read this. So we got the 2 books. So this is probably... Now, this comes in the standard release. This is how they package the movies. And they're very good about giving you all 3 cuts in the standard version, which is fantastic. Because I think a lot of people would agree the Argento cut is just a sensational cut of the film. I'll hold it like this so you can see it. Just all the cuts, and then the special features disc. You've got the theatrical cut, the Cons cut, the Argento cut, and then the special features. So, very cool. And then the last one, I believe, is the soundtrack, which what I'm so excited about with this is the fact that we actually get the Goblin soundtrack, and that disc was loose. Yeah, so this one opens up, and same thing, you get the 3 discs in there, you got the 2 CD soundtracks, and yeah, all 3 of them are compact discs. It's just incredible release. So these sets logistically make sense, I think, when you have to put out a box set where the stakes are that high. You've got to really put out something premium to sell it at a higher rate to start to try to recoup the money back. And thank God this was a resounding home run for Second Sight, because I can't imagine how I would feel if Second Sight was not around today. I mean, and I even love that mine still, I'm able to have this with it. I mean, just, this really is probably one of the best physical media releases of all time. Just, in terms of comprehensiveness, I mean, there's nothing left out on this. Zilch. Nada. There's nothing left out. So, I really... I'm not doing this video really because I want to just say, nah, I got it. It's really not the case. Some people, maybe you're younger, maybe you can't afford to try to spend the money now to get something like this as opposed to like when it came out. I want to document it. If you haven't seen a video, if you haven't gone back and watched it, I want you to be able to see it and see what this is like and just live vicariously with me, guys. Like I share my collection with you guys, and I'm not going to say it's our collection. I mean, of course, it's my collection, but I want you guys to be able to see things that you don't have. And I think a lot of people still don't have this. And, you know, that's the point of, one of the big points of my channel is to share physical media with my audience and make you guys be able to see and experience things maybe you haven't seen. So, I mean, of course, there are reviews out there of this set, but I just really wanted to do a video and show it myself and show what I consider to be one of the greatest physical media releases of all time, and that is the Second Sight limited edition 4K set of Dawn of the Dead. An absolute beautiful, gorgeous release, guys. So tell me your memories of Dawn of the Dead. Do you have this release? Do you remember how excited you were when you got this release? Or do you have the standard Dawn of the Dead release from Second Sight? If you don't, I still recommend getting that, especially because you get all the cuts of the films, including the great Argento cut. But there you go, guys. This is your old pal. Y'all take care. Huge giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind the scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.